You've obviously been waiting for for an opportunity to make an impact. How gratifying is it to perform the way that you did tonight?
It always feels good. I come in and do the work every single day, and just no matter if my number's called or not, I'm the same person. But it feels good to go out there and get a win, especially how we started out. We down 20 or something, but just kept our eyes off the scoreboard and just focused possession by possession.
Steve said that you've been one of the team's best players since training camp started. How tough is it to know that while also start the season out of the rotation?
I just ground myself. I'm grateful for what I have, so I can't be greedy and have a bad attitude coming in, whether I get playing time or not. Like I said, I'm gonna be the same person every day. I'm always have a smile on my face. I'm gonna encourage my teammates, and whatever my role is that day, I'll accept it, and I just want the team to win.
Did you know pregame you'd be part of the rotation?
I assume so. We got a couple guys out, so just always stay ready. That's my mentality.
How tough is it to keep your shot feeling as good as it's to look, despite inactivity in some ways?
I don't know. I got a strap on me, so
yeah.
I just wake up and I can shoot it no matter if I'm playing or not.
Just how would you describe the groove that you guys found in that from the second quarter on? I mean, the ball was moving, getting great shots. How would you describe that rhythm you guys found?
Very contagious, exciting, exhilarating. We started getting stops, started playing more physical on the defensive end, and we started rebounding and running. Next thing you know, we start flowing on offense, and guys start having fun, shots going in. So very contagious.
Speaking of rebounds, you had a career-high 9 rebounds today. How much of that is that a part of your game, and how do you think the rebounding can really get you guys flowing?
It starts with everyone else too, getting stops and doing their roles on defense. But, whether it's me or anybody else, I need that ball. So got to get it off the rim and push it on offense and get to where we want to get to.
Buddy, you go 1 of 8.
Sorry.
Oh, no, you go 1 of 8 in the first half and still finish with 28 points. What's the headspace coming out of halftime and when you're knocking down those shots as you were down the stretch, what's the motion then?
Just trying to find yourself. Sorry. I got to take that in my mouth because I can't talk. It's finding yourself, thank God. I had this blocking everything on your mind. And, just trusting when you go back there and you can just figure it out. And just to be about the game and trying to figure it out. Because every time you play, you always want to do good. But then you have rough spurts, like the first half. But, guys like Lindy and Moses had it going. So, you got to ride that wave. And Steve did a good job of handling that and balancing the guys out. And when you got a hot hand like Lindy, who's deserving of a chance for this all training camp, he's been doing really well. And Steve was like, I'm going to go with Lindy. And he ride that wave. And it worked out. And then it was my time to come in. And it worked out, So that's being a head coach, knowing your players and knowing when the guy got the hot hand, ride it and need that spark because we need a spark. And guys like Draymond and BP and Trace and everybody that played a part. Kyle went 0 for 9, but he still had a big imprint on his game. Barton, Zion, making the right plays, making the right reads, defensive plays, all that. So just trusting it and just trusting your teammates. My teammates had my back from start to finish.
Buddy, that third quarter when things got rolling and you guys chipped away, Brandon, hit some big shots and just the ball seemed to really start flowing and guys were being unselfish, making one extra pass. Is that pretty fun to get involved in when it starts clicking like that?
For sure, yeah. And like I said, that's like I said earlier, like when Steve finds a group that is playing really well, he's going to ride that wave, and as he should, and that gives everybody energy from the bench, and that trickles down. This is a second-down effect, and starts from Draymond, Steph, all those guys preaching, and we did that all training camp, and he found a continuity that works, a group that worked together well, and we were able to take the lead, and we were able to go up from there.
And how special is the depth of this group? I mean, you're down 2 starters and, 2 guys with back injuries and to be able to, you so many guys who contributed big moments tonight?
Just hats off to the GM putting the right guys. This is a group that love each other, love playing basketball with each other, and just being around each other every day. We're around each other more than our family, so we got to like each other. We got to figure it out, and just coming together for the greater good and just trying to win basketball games. No matter who scored the most points, just getting stops and winning.
Buddy, you've preached the great vibes with this team. Everyone putting their egos to the side. From a teammate's perspective, how great is it to see someone like Lindy get that opportunity and really catch fire like he did tonight?
I'd be so happy, in the locker room, everybody's so happy with Lindy because, like I said, he deserves a chance, just like guys that can do the same thing as him. But he shows the NBA what he can do on a national stage, TNT game. I'm just so happy for him. There's more to his game. He's just not a three-point shooter. He can get to the cup. He's a great cutter, great defender. He's a great teammate, and he's just, like you said, when opportunity comes, he answers the door.
Buddy, what would you consider really the turning point of the game? Because you're down 17 after one. It looked fairly bleak, but where did you see the tide start to turn and you guys can make this run?
Lindy Waters. He making plays, he got us going. He's the one to take the lead off the rim for us, and him making cuts, getting layups, and Draymond being a leader, and yeah.
What's the challenge of playing this team less than 24 hours from now, the same team again?
Coming out with the same thing we did from the end of the second quarter. Same intensity, same mindset, playing together, playing for each other, and playing Warriors basketball.
Brandon, you've talked about with the mask, it's been a little bit tough getting your shot going. How good did it feel to get 3 of those 3-pointers falling?
Yeah, I don't think it's more so my shot that it affects. I think it's decisions around the rim that affects, just because when I look up, just with my eyes, I see the mask, but if I have to look my head up, I can see clearly. So I think that's the biggest part, but just letting it fly. Obviously, Steph's not here, and he shoots a lot of threes, so, making up for that. Just wanted to be aggressive coming out the gates, and I think I did pretty good with that.
And obviously, you guys' depth has been talked about this entire season. To see someone like Lindy Waters get an opportunity and answer the call tonight, what'd that mean to you?
Yeah, I see the work he puts in on a daily. Even after Steve kind of told him that he wouldn't be in the rotation to start the year, he's still the same Lindy, both on and off the floor. And so he's been working for it. He's been in the G League. He's been with OKC, obviously, with the big team. And he just knows what it means to be a pro. And you guys just saw what he's put into the game, flourish tonight.
When you have lineups like that have you or Lindy and Buddy with just so much shooting, how tough is that for a defense to contend with?
Yeah, it's tough for them. It makes it easy for me, Draymond, Kyle. It just makes it easier for us to play out there. But it's hard. You got a lot of guys running around, so it creates space. So I think it was a good combination Steve put out there, and I think we'll probably see more of it tomorrow.
And then with you just being aggressive but also taking care of the ball, you had 33 minutes, no turnovers. What's the key to that?
Yeah, I think knowing that we didn't have Steph and DeAnthony, 2 other ball handlers, I pride myself on being a good, solid point guard and not turn the ball over. And so that was another thing, was come out aggressive, but be aggressive where I'm not turning the ball over. And, 0 turnovers, that's a good start, and hopefully we can do it tomorrow.
Expanding on that a little bit more, you guys had 2 assists in the first quarter, 34 over the next 3, and just 8 turnovers in the entire game. But, what was the difference, especially when it just comes to sharing the ball and getting that offensive flow between the first quarter and then the rest of the game?
Yeah, I think we were just, in the first quarter, we were just trying to take the first kind of semi-good shot. And that's partially on me. I got to the paint quite a bit in the first quarter, but, took some tough shots. But then, once I kind of seen that, talked to Terry on the bench, and he's just like, you're really good at getting to the paint. Now let's make the right play. And I think for the most part I did that, and that kind of just trickled down the domino effect, and we just continued on.
When you're playing alongside Steph and Clay, and you hear so many guys talk about when a teammate gets on a heater when you're shooting, it's just like there's nothing like it. Watching Buddy tonight, especially in that second half and that fourth quarter, what is it like to watch him get going like that?
Yeah, you want to be amazed, but you see, what he puts into the game. Obviously, you guys seen that from Steph quite a bit in the recent years. But it's it's just the impact he brings, you know, off the floor, and the work he puts in. The game's just rewarding him. Even last night, we were here together, 11 o'clock shooting, me and Buddy. So, you know, he's a guy that loves the game, and you know, does it because he loves the game. And now it's just the game kind of giving back to him and rewarding him.